Happy Tuesday, everybody. It has been a long week already for being a short week. Looking to just have one more day of work this week and then off Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But right now, got to go out, get a couple last minute things, and then let's see what kind of fun or trouble we can get into. We haven't visited Target enough lately, so we might as well go back there yet one more time. So I wrapped up in Target. I didn't film anything in there because I gotta be honest, I'm feeling kind of today. Long day at work, and just kind of not feeling it, I think, when you get towards the holidays. But I will say this, I kind of broke my cardinal rule of when it gets to like Star Wars type stuff, where do you draw the line of how ridiculous some of the merchandise is that is being sold these days? And I know somebody pointed out Star Wars barbecue tongs to me not long ago, and I was like, that's ridiculous. I'd never get that. But having said that, going through Target, I ended up buying this. This is the height of absolute non-necessity ridiculousness. Apparently, I will channel Darth Vader, that's his saber blade, or saber hilt, and use this to cook some hamburgers at some point, or maybe some eggs in the morning. Who knows? And then I could potentially eat that food with these. Even more ridiculous. But I think it's gotten to a point now where there's so much stuff out in the stores for Star Wars that I'm afraid that if I don't pick up something now, I won't be able to get it later, and then you're kind of stuck looking for stuff on eBay. I think this might primarily happen to older fans of the franchise, because when we were younger, we had a very small subset of things that we could have, those little plastic figures, until they grew to a larger set. And then most of us kind of got rid of those things. And now if you went, there was such a long period of time that you couldn't find anything, that now when there's anything, I mean, it's so ridiculous that you're like, oh, that thing says Star Wars, I've got to have it. So now I've got utensils that, God forbid, the next thing I'll be worrying about is, like, should I ever actually take them out of the package and use them or not? And this lightsaber spatula, which the spatula is actually nice metal, but the handle is very cheap plastic, so maybe it just gets displayed in the kitchen like this. Oh my God, I've crossed that line, and there's no coming back. And then I managed to get this guy in the store as well. This guy, his name is basically X-Wing Pilot Asty. Let's see if you could focus in on him for a second. That's his face. He probably has like all of 5 or 6 seconds worth of jump cut time in the movie, but he's one of those characters that like older fans of the franchise, like when they show something that's a very quick second and we jump to, like, we've got to have that guy's got to have a name. Like all the creatures in the cantina in the first Star Wars movie, none of them really had names, and they were all just kind of like junk costumes until fans started saying, like, oh, that guy should be named this and that guy should be named that, and they came up with different names. But in any event, this guy's like my new spirit animal. I've been to see the movie 3 times now, so that's what I did yesterday. I went to go see the movie again after work, and when this guy gets on screen, however short his appearance and maybe his life is, there is a moment of joy. So this guy, he's like the new mascot of the cheap seats. Be on the lookout. So I think the new couch might be working out. I don't know. I have like a tiny space that I could sit in.
No, you don't.
Oh, good God.
A toy.
A toy. What Daddy got?
You can't see, I got a mushroom head.
Pretty cool.
My favorite guy.
I see.
He's got like 6 seconds of screen time where he's like,
I know.
He's
What?
got the best death sequence, though. I love his face.
Why is this clear and then this is yellow?
I don't know. That's a good point. No, it's actually yellow and yellow.
No.
But the best is, if you guys can see, zoom in all the way here on the side of his helmet. So you see the side of his helmet? Ooh, Mary's all blurry now. Come on, focus. On the side here.
Oh, on the thing?
Yeah. In Orabesh. So when we go to...
Oh, too bad it's not on Google anymore. I would have looked it up.
I don't have to. And look at all the laundry in the background. We're actually doing laundry.
Well, Mom's doing it.
When we go to, yes, Mom's doing it. When we go to Hollywood Studios, and I tell everybody, like, you should look at all of the stuff on the walls in Orabesh and decode it. On his helmet, not only is he the greatest new character in the new movie, but the letters on the side of his helmet.
Wait, I have a little thing. I can find out what it says.
We're going a long route so Jesse can decode it.
Mm-hmm.
Sammy has grown impatient. I don't know if you guys can hear that in the background. So what does it say?
It says born something.
Born to...
Why is it born to ill?
Born to ill! That's what his helmet says.
Born to ill.
He be Ellen
That's really funny.
in Star Wars.
That's really funny.
He is the single greatest character in like the last 20 years.
Oh my god.
That's amazing.
That explains.
So you guys heard me saying how awesome he was before we translated it. And I looked at that when we got home. He is amazing. That is the new spirit animal of the cheap seats. And this is what Jesse's using still, by the way, from Star Wars Weekends. They would give you these to be able to know what your tags would say in Orabesh. And so, what also came today, we're going to go back in time, then back to the future time. On October 22nd, USA Today had a special edition newspaper that was out that tied into the day that Marty McFly went to the future. And you could either buy it in the store, which we couldn't because it was sold out from people looking to scalp them and to hoard them for themselves, or you could order it online. And we ordered it online. We got 2 copies, and it was a nightmare trying to get them from USA Today. So basically it was 2 months worth of time of me emailing, consistently asking where the items were because they were supposed to be here within like 2 to 4 weeks, I think, and then not getting responses. But it's finally here, so we're gonna put this in a frame, like lengthwise, and put it with the rest of our Back to the Future stuff. So check out the headlines that we went through on October 22nd, 2015. The Hill Valley edition. 3D billboards, are they free speech or traffic hazards? But more importantly, Marty McFly Jr. arrested for theft.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Jesse's thought on the whole thing. So, here you go. President says she's tired of reporters. So we almost had a female president. We almost got that right. Cafe 80s closes Moscow branch. That's funny. Jaws Without Bite, the review of Jaws 19. That didn't necessarily happen.
No.
Woman asphyxiates herself in a self-adjusting jacket. So very similar to Marty McFly jacket. Cholesterol may be the cancer cure. No, Bill Paxton doesn't play in here. The reheating or rehydrating of pizza slices. And remaking A Match Made in Space. So we actually have that book as well from Marty McFly that we'll be able to display with this. Public more gullible than ever. Well, that's one thing that actually came true.
Yeah.
Internet. Parole denied again for Joey Baines. Joseph Joey Baines. That is hilarious.
I'm getting a bath.
Uncle Joey. So the back page is an ad for the trilogy that came out that we ended up buying like suckers, even though we had it before. And for Michael J. Fox's Parkinson's Foundation. And then there's an ad for the USA Today app. There's Eddie on the side. And an ad for Jaws 19. This time it's really, really personal. So,
Eddie!
cool stuff. The best Jaws sequel of the year. So that was the USA Today for Back to the Future, finally here. Not a whole lot else going on today, other than work and preparing for Christmas. I actually have to spend time in trying to wrap gifts and getting that stuff done now as well, so that we can get ready for the day. And I think maybe Christmas Eve we might hit a park in the morning, when it's quiet at least, before we then typically would go to church after the parks and stuff and have dinner with family and all that good stuff. But I don't know. I can't believe that Christmas is actually here. I can't believe the year has gone by. I think, you know, I've last couple of days have been a little bit more down about Christmas, I think, because when you start to get to the end of the year every year, you start thinking like, wow, that year flew by. And you know, Christmas to me has always been like the biggest holiday or celebration, and sometimes you know, I think I tend to let other folks bring me down at times that may not be on the same level or kind of Christmas spirit high. I don't know. It's I guess it's a seasonal type of thing, but in any event, we had a viewer submit a new intro for us that we put up on the video that we shot from NASA at a Kennedy Space Center on Sunday. I thought it was really awesome. It's a little bit more on the longer side, so I probably might split that in half and have like the intro and then kind of like the cheap seats piece forged for more of an outro. But we'll see how that goes, because I want to try to keep the intro down under 10 seconds. And then I think that folks generally liked it based off of the comments that I saw coming in, although I saw some other comments as well saying that they didn't necessarily like the theme song, or they didn't like the intro itself. And I think it's tough, the broader audience that we have, trying to please folks, and we know that we can't please everybody, but don't want to make it so that it's alienating folks from not wanting to watch the channel. But I don't know, what do you guys think? We put it before the video again today. I know it's pretty long, and I might swap out a scene or two at least in the footage, but I'm very much appreciative of the stuff that folks send us or do for us or write to us. You know, I'm genuinely blown away each and every time. We did the mail vlog on Saturday. For the folks that send stuff in, I am eternally grateful and blown away all the time. And even for the folks that tuned in, whether you came to the live hangout and spent time with us or watched it afterwards, I can't express enough gratitude that folks are engaged with us and a part of us, and we're all kind of a part of this together. So anyway, enough yammering. I'm going to get back to looking at my Star Wars spatula and reading the USA Today from 2 months ago. So on that note, thank you for all of your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.